What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, y'all make sure y'all check out our brother Rashid. He is the owner of the Health Blaze. So check out his channel. He wants this information out here, the Red Pill Diaries. And it's just as it is on the screen. I'll drop the channel link in the description. So make sure you check his channel out, man. He got some good content that he want to get out there to the brothers and the sisters of YouTube. So make sure you check out his channel, the Red Pill Diaries. He got he got a few playlists. So check him out. Red Pill Diaries. Appreciate it. Share the video. We go. All right, let's get my final thoughts on Luke Campbell. Ooh, so horny. Ooh, me so horny. We love you long time. Reference might went over some people's head. And Ryan Garcia, the one. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. If you haven't looked at some of our final thoughts videos before, we are basically giving our reactions to the weigh-in, our last few thoughts on the fight. And obviously, both look in tremendous shape. Luke came in great shape. Ryan came in great shape. He's been, working with Canelo, and obviously Ed Reynoso is his trainer. Ryan Garcia might be one of the more popular fighters in the world, even though he hasn't accomplished near nothing that the other fighters have. But he's mastered social media. He's young. He got a new girl every day of the week. Got a great left hook, speed, got some heart. But they look tremendous. They both tipped the scales at 135. Luke Campbell, I think, has been a 135-pounder his whole career. And he's also was an Olympic gold medalist. So when you look at that, he's an accomplished. He lost to two really good fighters. Linares, former world champion, former multi-division world champion. Lomachenko, former multi-division champion. He lost to the rough and tough Yvan Mendy. And then, obviously, with Yvan Mendy, he came back and I believe avenged that loss. So, you know what this feels like. And this might be a make or break for Luke's career. He may be called a journeyman after this fight if he loses to Ryan Garcia. And he looked ripped up, He always come in tremendous shape. Strong puncher, strong fighter. He just don't got that. He ain't got that dog in him. And that's been a knock on him. And Ryan Garcia, he come in tremendous shape. One thing, a lot of things you could say, about Ryan Garcia. But one thing you can't say is that he don't come in tremendous shape. All right. He a hard worker. Eddie Reynoso, he don't tolerate lazy work. They remember what he told Andy Ruiz when he wanted to join the team, that he don't tolerate being lazy. He expects you to be disciplined and hard working. Ryan Garcia work hard. So, Oscar De La Hoya believed that Ryan is going to blow Luke out. I think it's going to be a close fight, maybe with a controversial decision, depending on how you look at the glass, hot, half full, or half empty. But tremendous fighters, Luke is saying that he's going to look to knock Ryan out. He seemed to be very confident about beating Ryan, and, Ryan lacks experience. Ryan hadn't fought nobody that's as good as Luke. You could say the same thing about Devin Haney. But when you look at Ryan Garcia, a lot of deficiencies there. But it's a lot of good things to look at, speed and, left hook. And he throws a lot of punches and bunches. He's a very, 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 very fast fighter. Don't mind Mason shaking. But the thing about it is you want to see Ryan Garcia harness that speed and use it in bursts and use it and calm down. You want to see him use the ring. You want to see him be able to outbox people's ears off, because he's not going to be able to hit everybody with that left hook, okay? He got to show us that he got something else in that arsenal. Do we got a right hand? Do we got a double jab? Do we got a hook right hand? And that's what he got to show us. He said the other day in the final press conference, he ain't got an opportunity to show everything in his arsenal. But a lot of people say he remind them of y'all meant Deontay Wilder, not Deontay Wilder, but Amir Khan, in which, how reckless he throws his combinations and how he rolls out like an amateur with his chin up. And that's one of the things that worry people about Ryan Garcia, okay? Those things are just some of the technical deficiencies that he have with his chin flying up, and can he take a shot, and do we got heart? Well, Ryan, he got to show that he can harness that speed and just use it in bursts. Amir Khan has never been able to use it in bursts and kind of be able to shoot 1 or 2 shots and bring his hands back home. Amir Khan is, and then when somebody pick up the rhythm and they punch with him, it's a wrap. Now, I think Ryan Garcia packs a bigger punch with his left hook than Amir Khan, but somebody's going to be able to punch with him, and the question is, can he do something different? Can he use the jab and, pop people like Mayweather, be slip and hit and don't get hit? That's the question. Can he counter people? Can he just hit guys in 1-2, or he going to be reckless with the left hook and throw a reckless abandon in a fighter that know what he's doing, he going to be able to catch, slip that right hook, and be able to punch with him because that chin fly right up. Is it out the realm of possibility that Luke Campbell knock him out? Absolutely not. But, it's been a lot of talks about Golden Boy setting up fights for Canelo and Ryan Garcia. So, I'll be kind of skeptical taking that plus 260, for Luke Campbell to win. But, you just don't know with Golden Boy. I heard rumors years and years ago before I even started coming on YouTube and talking YouTube that that's what they like to do. And with Ryan Garcia, some of his last fights look fixed to some people. The Romario Dunno fight, just hitting dudes with a left hook and they crumbling. And, some people thought the Canelo and Kovalev fight was fixed. And, my whole thing is with Ryan Garcia, we'll see if he the real deal. A lot of people ain't sold. A lot of people been watching boxing a long time, don't believe he the real deal. Just a lot of deficiencies. And when somebody touch that chin, he gonna go to sleep. And, but Luke Campbell, he does have the ability. This is a gold medalist. This is a guy with Shane McGuigan as his trainer. Is one of the best, if not the best trainers in the UK. In my opinion, that's going to have him ready. I felt that he was competitive with Lomachenko. I felt that he was competitive with Jorge Linares. He lost his father leading up to that fight with Jorge Linares. I felt that, he's right there. He just lacks the aggressiveness. And in that Lomachenko fight, he just didn't have the game plan, in my opinion. He didn't have the aggressiveness. He didn't come out looking to, walk Lomachenko down and do the Orlando Salido, game plan. He sat there and tried to box with him, and you're not going to box with Lomachenko. You got to sit there, close the distance, get nasty, get dirty, hit him on the hips, hit him on the elbows, hit him in the body, hit him on the crown of the head. You got to try to make it a rough and tough fight, in my Oscar De La Hoya voice. And in my opinion, he came out with the wrong game plan. Now, is it possible that he come up with the wrong game plan versus Ryan Garcia? Yeah, he might be scared to get hit by that left hook, or he might, do the, what was my man's name, that fought Kovalev? I forget his name. The Colombian cat. In the first fight, he knocked him out. And then in the second fight, he gave up all those rounds. I thought he was going to tire out Kovalev, and Buddy McGurk had the remedy like Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the question. Would he come out with the right game plan? But if I was him, personally, I'd be looking to take it to Ryan Garcia. I'd be walking, away from that left hand, that left hook, and I'd be looking to throw jabs to the body, jabs to the head. I'd really be looking to touch his body up early. And then when his chin start flying up, I'd be looking to hit him right in his shit. I think Luke Campbell, so horny, me. I think he got the ability to knock Ryan Garcia out. And Ryan Garcia might catch him, and then, like Luke Campbell, he ain't never been stopped. He one of them dudes I think that get hit with something, and it changed his whole game plan. It changed his whole demeanor. He gonna try to get away from it. He gonna try to walk away and get away from that power. And I think, that's the God honest truth. So if Ryan can hit him something early, I think Luke could go into a shell and really try to make it to the final lap, to the victory lap. But I think it's going to be a really, really good fight. I think it's the best way to start off boxing in January. And like in my prediction video, I said, I remember boxing in January and February and March used to be boring. You used to get some of the pedestrian fights in boxing. Now you got Ryan Garcia, which it was, they replaced the fight. It was supposed to be the same night as Spence and Danny Garcia, and, Luke got COVID. And then also Lomachenko said he picked Luke to win. He just don't know how he's going to recover from COVID and how bad the symptoms was for COVID, because COVID messes with your respiratory system, which includes your lungs, and he might get tired. So, it'll be really, really interesting. I think in the end, Ryan going to win a split decision. I think he too fast, too furious. I think he might hit a little bit too hard for Luke, but really what Luke got to lose here? All right, you lost to all the champions, or the guys that's been champion before. I mean, if he lose, he could really go to journeyman, and they could try to really talk him into retirement. And at this point, you lose to Ryan Garcia, you might have to go into retirement. You know what I'm saying? Former gold medalist. I don't think he got enough to go to 140 right now. I just think those guys like Regis Progress, Barrios, Ramirez, Taylor, I think they're just too big and athletic. Put him at 140 pounds. Maybe he could compete with Terry Flanagan, Jack Catterall, and guys like that. But I don't really see 140 pounds in Luke future. And he may go down. He may go down and have to move up, or he may win this fight and put him in a title shot. So, to be honest, I look at this as Ryan Garcia, coming out party. I wanted to predict a knockout, but I don't think he'll knock him out, but he might. I think it'll be a close split decision. I got Ryan winning and go on and do great things. We talk about that after the fight, but hey, let me know who you got winning in the comment section. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request. All my social media links, description. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. We also got a Facebook group, so if you want to advertise your business on the channel, chop it up, or whatever situation may be, my social media links there too. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Cash App there as well too. Best way to donate, share the video, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. We gone. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.